I've dressed up for Harry Potter. I've dressed up for, I think, a Fantastic Four. One guy came covered in tinfoil, being like the Silver Surfer.
You dressed up for Fantastic Four?
Oh, yeah.
Silver Surfer?
Oh, yeah, I did. I dressed up all the time.
Oh, my God.
It was awesome.
Oh, my God. Welcome to the season 4, I guess, premiere. We don't really keep track of it, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of season 4.
Feels like it.
Feels like season
like
4,
season.
you know, whatever. Summer movie season has essentially wrapped up. So let's just to kind of kick things off here, let's talk about some of the biggest stuff that happened over the summer. We got a top 3 here. What I think are some of the most interesting stories that came out from this past summer. Let's run them down in a Sports Center style fashion. Number 3.
Number 3.
Do you remember the time when people dressed up to watch the Minions movie?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, on the surface, it didn't look like the weirdest trend ever, I'm going to be honest, but it was the whole, people were saying like, oh, they're making a potential mess here or an intentional mess and everything. As someone who cleans movie theaters, as you have cleaned movie theaters, those people can go straight to heck, and that's me putting it lightly.
Yes.
And because we had to deal enough with kids, messy as the movie theater was this summer,
it doesn't really necessarily matter the amount of kids. If there is anywhere over 3 kids in a movie theater, it just seems like the entire theater is messy. Everything's messy.
At least.
I don't get it. I don't know how, and I'm including my kids in there as well.
Yeah.
It's like, how did you make this big a mess? We're sitting in this spot right here. Why is there popcorn 4 rows up? That came from you. How did that happen?
How are there milk duds 3 aisles away?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yes.
How did that upwards, not even down?
Yeah.
You can't even blame gravity on that.
It's crazy.
They're up there.
And then they're bringing bananas and throwing them, and like, come on, man.
Yeah,
come on, man.
I don't want to make a political statement here, but this was a glaring negative impact on what our education system in America has become.
Yes.
If you're dressing up to go see a kids movie, if you're just dressing up to a kids movie for like satire purposes, like, to be honest, I was on board with this. I almost kind of wanted to participate, like dress up to see an animated movie. That sounds funny to me.
Yep.
Don't make a mess out of it.
Don't make a mess out of it.
But let's move on to number 2.
Dos.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
Yes, Morbius did not release officially in the summer months, although I have argued April is kind of a preseason.
Yeah.
But the re-release. You remember that time when a bunch of people on the internet tricked Sony into releasing the movie again because they thought that people would come to it because of all the memes?
No, they will not come to it.
Oh, I thought you were saying no, you don't remember it.
I remember. Because I remember reading it, and I think you showed it to me, and I was like, are they serious?
I thought it was a joke.
That movie was terrible.
I honestly
Why
thought it was
are you bringing it back?
I thought they were joking, but they actually did it. Sony actually did it. They re-released a movie. Look, re-releases can be fun. There are re-releases coming out later this fall and everything there's a re-release we're going to talk about here in a second. Ironically, from the same company.
Yes,
now that I think about it. You guys fell for the trap. It was a cartoonish Bugs Bunny trap with a sign pointing it to saying, not a trap. And you fell for it,
fell
Sony.
for it.
You did it.
Sony is Elmer Fudd.
Really,
that
truly.
That's what we're getting.
They're going,
here.
shh, be very, very quiet. We're releasing Morbin.
We're releasing Morbin. That's great.
Thank you. No, my Elmer Fudd could use some work, but finally, let's move on to number 1. Probably the biggest thing coming out of this summer is a sequel, a number 2, Top Gun 2, dominated.
Crushed.
I
knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good.
I thought this was going to be as good as it ended up being. And usually when you talk about a dominating movie in a box office, usually to meet that criteria, it takes over like a month or like 3 weeks. It'll be like a number 1 or something like that.
Yep.
This movie crushed it in the beginning, stuck around, and then just kind of would pop back into number 1 and like maybe would drop to 3, and then there'd be a slow week and it'd go to 2.
Tom Cruise couldn't decide if he wanted to drop, if he wanted to land the plane yet, or just go back up, just do another lap. Do another lap. No, touch and go. There's touch and go.
There's that scene in Top Gun where he's made his mark. He's got to Mach 10. He's like, just a little more. And then he just keeps going, and he keeps going. And it's still in many theaters today.
Yep.
You still, every weekend, at the end of each weekend, movie sites will post the top 5 like the box office. It's almost always up there competing.
Yep.
And I can't remember the last time there was this much like slow dominance over a summer month.
Yep. And I also,
if this was like sorry, I keep cutting you off. If this was like February or like, coming up in September, I'd get it. But
during the dump months when there's nothing else coming out, granted, there hasn't been a lot of great stuff coming out, but it's still been good over other things that have come out. Mm-hmm. But I was going to say, too, they also re-released this kind of a little bit with some additional footage and a thank you to all the fans that have come out and watched. So that was pretty cool. I do like when when either the actors, directors, producers, whoever, before the movies, when they come on and say, hey, this project brought 10,000 jobs and helped this many people, and we just want to appreciate, we want to say thank you for coming to watch our movie in a movie theater. I love that. I love that when they do that in theaters.
I don't care for it.
You don't care for it?
Because here's my reason why.
All right.
Either A, they're talking to someone, either you or me, who already know that it brings a lot of job. We know that. We sit through the credits. We get it. We know what's going on.
Yep.
Or B, they're talking to a person who does not give a crap, would not give a crap, even if they brought the family of the people that it brought food to their table to. They wouldn't care. That's just another minute or so before I have to get to the movie.
True. I do see your point.
In a smaller theater that we're at, there's not as many previews. The bigger theaters you go to, it's like 15, 20-minute trailers.
True.
I don't need that extra 2 minutes. I already know that. So I already know that, and I already understand and appreciate that. Or there's the other side of that where they just don't care to begin with. Let's be honest.
That's true. Because I will say, how many people do you know besides us that actually sit through the credits? Hardly any.
Whoever we drag to the theater with us, really.
Yes, because those people worked hard. Those set designers, the drivers,
I stick around.
The PAs,
I stick around
they worked hard
to figure out who was the gaff tape guy.
Yes.
I want to see Dave the gaff tape guy's name up there.
He worked hard.
Yeah. Heck yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
We appreciate
Can you imagine the gaff tape guy in the set of Top Gun? He's like, okay, they're not going to be able to see it from this jet, but yeah, sure, I guess I'll make your mark here.
I'll make this right here.
But let's move into some weekly preview and let you know what's going on this week in movies. Wednesday, October 3rd. I did the same thing last week.
Whoa.
I keep calling August October, and I have no idea why.
I think you're ready for Spooktober.
I guess I am. I've got some plans. There's a few things we're going to do here in October, I think. Maybe I'm excited for October. I don't know. Wednesday, August 31st. So this is already out by the time this video comes out, but a Netflix movie titled I Came By. It is a movie about an activist that breaks into a famous judge's home only to find what's possibly a bigger mystery, maybe a bigger conspiracy going on here.
Yep.
First things first, let's talk about this title. It sucks.
It's a terrible title.
So, like, the title, if you watch the trailer, it's referencing what this, like, activist group
That's what they're called, yeah.
They spray paint on a wall, like, saying, "Hey, we broke in." I don't even know why. Like, does it even explain their motive?
I don't think so.
They're like very like anti the rich or something like that. I don't know, but so then he breaks into this judge's house only to find out okay, there's something going on here, but the trailer doesn't even really go into that.
Yeah, you just see a door. So
was it that he was keeping someone captive down there?
Don't know. Could be that. Could be skeletons in the closet.
Literal. Physical skeletons in the closet. Yeah.
So who knows? Just looks goofy. Except the main actor, he was in, single shot film, war film.
Oh, 1917.
Yep,
that was him.
Yep, he was in 1917.
I knew I recognized him for something, but I kept confusing him with the guy from Kingsman. But I knew it wasn't him.
Oh yeah,
I knew it wasn't him.
So it'll be good. I like him. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but they gotta work on that title.
Yeah, they
There's
need
gotta
a
be a
better
better
title.
title for that.
Come on, Netflix.
Yeah.
You seem to be so good at everything else you do. Come up with a title.
Okay, whatever.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Let's take a quick minute here to talk about the Marshall Six Theater here in Marshall, Minnesota. I said in the past there was some deals, some specials coming up that I couldn't talk about. We can talk about it now. Spider-Man is coming back to the theaters, and just in the right time. Huge news also coming out. Cinema Day, September 3rd. All movie tickets are $3. So check it out on Saturday. $3 movie tickets. Perfect day. Check out Spider-Man. Or if you want to check it out the day before, the day after, anything like that, it's just a great day to get a great deal and support your local theaters. Ryan, what do you think you're going to be watching on Cinema Day?
I'm probably going to take the old family to good old Spider-Man. We've already seen it, but we're going to watch it again.
I'm not sure why he did that in a country accent, but it still stands. I would say it's a good time to do it for you and your family to watch Spider-Man on Cinema Day, September 3rd.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
But Friday, September 2nd, the new release coming out, Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul.
Honk, honk.
This is coming out in theaters and on Peacock. It is a mocumentary, which is a spoof documentary kind of thing, that goes into kind of what you see as far as the scandals and some of the controversies in these megachurches that are across America. So although this one is not based on a particular instance, the director and her twin, who also helped write this movie, based off their experience, they grew up in the environment of a mega church.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen a few documentaries. I've seen a few movies on people running these mega churches. There's a lot of material there.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
I think the best content that I've consumed about mega churches is the Righteous Gemstones.
I still need to see that.
Oh,
I know
fantastic.
you told me about that many times. I still need to see that.
Yep. I would say if you're going to watch this, it's a movie, right? Not a series.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Watch the movie and then watch the Righteous Gemstones, or vice versa, because it is hysterical.
Mm-hmm. Regina Hall, Sterling K. Brown, they're the lead, two leads in this movie. I think they're both excellent. And I think Regina Hall especially, she looks like she's going to have... She has to like balance this comedy and drama, because they are in the middle of a scandal. But whenever you see, especially groups in these megachurches in the middle of a scandal, they have to smile for the camera, even though there's so much going on behind. There's so much anger, but you can't show the cracks. You can't show the pain. You have to put on a happy face because you're a megachurch, and you have to be uplifting and everything.
You have to be mega churchy.
Yeah, you have to be megachurch. I don't know if that's a verb, but we're gonna make it one. Whenever we're gonna try to cheer someone up, we're just gonna go and be like, you got to be more megachurchy.
You got to be more mega churchy.
But the big thing coming out this weekend, Spider-Man No Way Home, more fun stuff version.
That's right.
Extended cut, basically, of Spider-Man No Way Home. 11 minutes extra of footage, from
That's
what
a
I
lot.
understand.
It's a lot of footage.
From what I've heard, I think a majority of it is going to be more in the beginning, where he was kind of more in school and stuff like that. So don't expect a lot of extra Maguire and Garfield. But I would say we got a lot more Maguire and Garfield than I thought we were going to get out of this movie.
More than I thought we were going to get.
I think a lot of people just expected, like, oh, they were going to show up at the end, surprise reveal during the battle. No, they were like
planning,
with
battling.
the Holland. Yeah, they were interacting. They were part of the plot.
Almost Tobey Maguire's movie more than was Tom Holland's movie.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. We're getting there.
No, I wouldn't go that far. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, imagine being in the editing room for this movie originally and like trying to justify cutting out either Garfield or Maguire scene.
Yep.
Like, this is the number one thing fans have been asking for like months, years at this point.
Years.
Can you imagine trying to make that argument, sitting down with the editor, like, so you want me to cut this scene?
Want me to cut this out?
Yeah. I think it just no. But I mean, I think the pacing. No. The fans have been wanting this for years. We're not cutting that. We're not doing that.
None of that.
So Yeah, that's what's coming out this weekend. Let's move into some of the stuff we've seen over the past week with some number one recommends. I kind of took away the first attempt from you last weekend, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna let you go first. What have you been watching, Mr. Meyerberg?
This show that I watched recently, it was called Our Father. Now, we talked about this on the show. Very wrong and gross about a fertility doctor who fathered, I think, we'll say high double digits because I don't want to give away the...
I don't think we're going to know the full number, to be honest.
Yeah, it said it did know, and I'm sure there are people out there that don't want to know that may have been a part of this. But yeah, it's crazy. And one aspect that was really cool was the introduction when Ancestry and like 23andMe and all of those DNA testing sites came available, and that's how all this got started. So kind of chalk that up to a W for science, maybe.
A W for science, yes.
W for science,
a big
but
L for morality in the Midwestern America.
Yes, and then there's also some like, I don't want to say religious, but cultish ties in there. So it's kind of cool. It's
no, you could say it.
Yeah,
it's a religious cult.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the.
I'm going to spoil it because I said, I'm going to interrupt you again. I'm in an interrupting mood. I'm sorry, I'm so rude today. But I said on the show, I'm not watching it. My friends forced me to watch it, and it's it makes you feel bad for people.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's bad. But yeah, do you have anything else you wanted to add? Okay, I had interrupted you. I just had to get that off.
It's all right.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you interrupt me.
All right.
In my I'll just cut it out later, but you'll feel better.
I'll get one in.
No, you won't, because I added these, and I'll make it so you didn't. But
we'll see.
No, I will see as I cut it out. But my number one recommend for this week is Where the Crawdads Sing. Murder mystery based off of a very popular novel. However, I wouldn't focus so much on the murder mystery aspect because the movie really doesn't as much. That's kind of my one gripe about this is it's considered a murder mystery genre, part of that genre, but it focuses very little on it. But the reason why I'm recommending it is because I think the acting, especially from the lead in this, is very good. But also the screenplay I thought was pretty clever. The cinematography was really great. I mentioned before I didn't like this because I saw an alligator, and I just do not. I don't like alligators.
What's the point of the movie then if they don't focus on the murder mystery?
You just get a lot of the backstory behind these characters that are involved with the murder itself, and it kind of makes you think, oh, who could have done it?
Okay.
It just doesn't seem like it's focusing it on too much, but yeah, like I said. I don't like alligators or crocodiles. I'd rather pull an Idris Elba and fight a lion before I'd fight an alligator. I don't know why. It's not like I had.
Did he win? Do we know? Did he win?
Neither of us have seen it yet.
Okay.
I don't think. But hey,
let us know.
I gave you. That's your one interrupt. All right, I'll give you that. But the cinematography in this movie is really impressively good. It's a beautiful landscape where it almost tricked me into wanting to go there, and then I was like, oh wait, no, I'm scared of this place. I don't want to live in the marsh, but it almost tricked me into thinking it, so it looked beautiful. And with that is going to do it for us here on this edition of Popcorn Bucket List. If you have any of your own movie recommendations, be sure to let us know on the street, through the mail, email, if you're in
Owl mail,
yeah, if you're secretly part of the wizarding world, in which case, then definitely I wouldn't mind. I don't even need to have magic. I'd kind of like to see some of that. You know?
Or Neuralink. If any of you have the new implants, I have mine. So just send me and then we'll communicate.
I've been meaning to tell you that wasn't a Neuralink thing. Somebody just took a piece of your brain for a transplant thing.
Well, that's right.
If I turn on a microwave, you're gonna just faint. just be.
Did you ever see Last House on the Left when they put the guy's head in the microwave?
No.
Check it out.
Oh my God,
it's great.
That's such a dour note to end this episode.
Great movie though, great special effects.
Oh my gosh, that's so gross. I don't want to think about that. But now I have to, and now all you have to watching this.
Check it out.
Thanks for that. For myself, a sadistic Ryan Meyerberg who likes to put heads in microwaves, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies.